All right, guys, this is Barry's truck here. We got it cleaned up. I'm going to clean the floor here in a minute. We're going to clean it up a little better because we're done with dirt. Got the bottom done. Snow plow truck. It was dirty, to say the least. But he's back there working on the heads right now. We got a couple of valves that were worn, so we're probably going to have to do guides too. I don't know. We haven't made a complete decision. He's back there working on it right now. Let's see if you can help. I won't zoom in. But look at this. Sucks. That's extended oil change. I mean, I said that before with when we saw the oil rails, when we took the valve covers off, you could see it. There's a lot of crap in there. So, sludge. I mean, luckily it's not completely built up, but there is sludge. That oil pan should be almost clean. There's like chunks of crap in the bottom of it. Whatever. But just the fact that it's burnt like this, I mean, it almost justify. And I did check we've got about 4 to 6 thousandths is what I could measure of the cylinders being out. It's very, very questionable if we was to rebuild this that it would clean at 10. My money would probably be on it not cleaning up at 10. That's kind of a drag because we really did not want to go real far in it. You know, I already pulled the expansion plugs out and I kind of cleaned them up a little bit, got them ready, just because I wanted to get them out before I took it off the stand or put it on the stand. But I mean, if you look at just that, how burnt that is, and that says, I mean, you can look at bearings and rings and, you know, condition of them, because they obviously have been had a subpar quality of lubricant. You know, that's pretty much given. So I don't know, we're kind of tiptoeing up to this. Bed plate looked like it was leaking right there, but it's upside down, so it's probably not. I mean, I might have already cleaned it. Hell, I probably did. I power washed it. But that really does kind of suck. The cylinders, I mean, they don't look too bad. Look at all the spots on them. They'll come right off. They're not a big deal. I can wipe them off. It was oiled. Whatever. I thought it was. Supposed to be. But look at the crosshatch on it. I mean, a lot of that. Let's look at the other side. Let's look around here. I don't know which way's up. I forgot. Up there at the top, it's pretty shiny. So, whatever. I mean, it's kind of risky to let it ride because, well, not really. I mean, it's going to run. You know, it just, is it all the way up to potential? But I don't want to bang on it too freaking bad. I mean, we can just clean it up and go with it, you know, but it's probably going to be an extra freaking $4 or $5 grand just to do it. So I don't know. I mean, we can just weigh on it. I mean, we was really wanting to just fix the plugs, fix expansion plugs, stud it, and put a set of lifters in it is what we was planning. We might just go ahead and ride that way and keep that plan. Because as far as the engine, I mean, we don't have bearing issues in these trucks now. Anything can happen. I mean, you know, failures happen, yeah, sure, but we don't have an epidemic of bearing issues. Now, when we look at oil quality like this, it sure does make us think that, I mean, the environment that we sent those bearings and those crank journals through was pretty extreme, with it being sludged up, and who knows how much oil was actually making it through the galleys. It could be plugged up, who knows. I mean, not plugged up, but we can at least benefit from cleaning it. So at least we're going to get the upper oil pan off, and I'm going to clean the side of the block and get the rear cover off and basically get all the parts off of it. The only thing left is going to be the bed plate and the engine block is what we're planning right now. I'm not planning on separating the bed plate. I don't like doing that when we got on a Warren engine that's already been, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If we're not going to go all the way in and rebuild the whole thing, leave the bed plate right where it's at. Don't even touch it. Because either it's kind of one of them, go shit or get off the pot, right? Something. So But as far as this having not, I mean, it might use a little oil if we don't refresh the cylinders. I mean, it might use a little bit. They're just going to have some oil in it, or we can, I mean, and who knows, you know, if you decide, go ahead, heck with it, go ahead and do it then. But it is a work truck, guys. It's a work truck. I get it. I mean, it's a work truck. It's a snowplow truck. It's a pusher truck. I mean, if they got to add oil every month, well, you know, or however long, I don't know. I just like to make sure that it is noted that, you know, I mean, if it does use a little bit of oil, I mean, we're just going to have to dump some oil in it. I mean, you know, because it sucks, but oil's pretty cheap. I mean, you can buy a lot of oil for thousands of dollars. I mean, dang. All right, I don't know. I thought I would just show a little update. We got all that done and cleaned up, so we're pretty much done with dirt on the whole job, almost, except the rear cover and oil pan. Oil pan, I don't know. We're gonna have to clean it. We get it, and we'll brush it all off, clean it real good. And if the pitting on the rust is too bad, there's quite a bit more on it. I'm not gonna pull it out of there. It's all nasty. But if there's too much pitting, we're gonna have to go find a different oil pan or potentially buy one. But we probably have one. I don't know. But let's see. Anything else? No, that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this taken apart, and any minute that, I mean, if you decide, Barry, that you want to go ahead and tear this thing apart and go all the way through it, let us know quick. But I mean, I'm gonna plan on go ahead and riding and cleaning all these parts up and cleaning the block and getting it buttoned up as it sits right now, and not touch the bearings, not touch the bed plate, no pistons, no rods, not touching none of that. So that's what I'm planning right now. So that's it. All right, guys, have a good day.